Would you like to see how to create a Facebook Realtor business page? In today's video, I'm going to do a complete tutorial on how to create a business page that's designed specifically for real estate agents. It's going to include all the best practices, how to make sure it's optimized, and how to start generating leads right away. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you're brand new to our channel, welcome. We're glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents just like you set more appointments, generate more leads, and close more deals. So if you're looking for more leads, deals, and appointments, this is the place to be. Please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here as part of our community. Before we get going on today's video, one quick note. Down below, you'll find a link to our Facebook Masters class. It's 2 hours, chock full of information about how we use Facebook and the strategies we use to generate leads, turn those leads into appointments, and how to market to your sphere of influence so you're constantly in front of your warmest market. So it's 2 hours of jam-packed information, time well spent, totally free. Make sure you go check that out. Now, today's video, what we're all about is helping you create a business page on Facebook. One of the primary reasons that I do these from time to time, number one, people ask me to, and number two, Facebook keeps changing their platform. It always looks a little different, and so I do update this video from time to time just to show you what it looks like on the platform with what it currently looks like. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen. There we go. All right, perfect. So when you come to Facebook and you're ready to create a page, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can come over here to your Pages menu. You'll notice there's this option right here to create a brand new page. The other way you can do it is, as of right now, Facebook's got this little plus sign that says Create. And when you click on that, you can also create a page that way. So frankly, it doesn't matter which way you do it. Both ways accomplish the same thing. I just show you a couple different ways of doing it simply because Facebook changes their platform. By the time you're watching this video and you go check out your Facebook profile, it might look slightly differently, but it works the same way. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and click on Create a Page. You'll notice the very first thing that Facebook is going to ask is for the page name. Now, my recommendation is to use your name and either real estate agent, realtor. You can even be specific and put your location if you want. But the reason why I do this is most times people are searching for you on Facebook either based on your name or based on your profession. So by having both of those in the page title, you're covered either way, and it just makes it so that it's easier for people to find you. For the category, this one's pretty straightforward. You can either use real estate or real estate agent. Pick one, it's kind of all the same. And then for the description, you can go ahead and leave that blank for now. We're gonna go ahead and put something else there. So you can go ahead and click on Create Page. And now that page is done. So over here, the first thing it's going to ask you for is for your profile picture. Now the profile picture is the one that's going to go right here. It's the one that's going to show when you're liking, commenting, posting, running ads, any of those things that are based on your activities. So as you're taking action and engaging on Facebook, the profile photo is the one that will show. Now, the biggest mistake that I see agents make is that they will use the brokerage logo as their profile picture. I think that's a mistake simply because 9 times out of 10, people are doing business with you because of you, your expertise, your designations, your personality. You are the brand, in my opinion. So since you're the one they're working with, you're the one that they want to connect with, you are the brand. In my opinion, your face should be the profile picture. So in the interest of time, I've already got one ready. I'm just going to go ahead and fire that up, and you can now see that. The cover photo is this long rectangular image that's going to show right here. And so the strategy that I like to use for the cover photo is to use it to put some arrows, because right here there is a call to action button and we want to drive people's attention to that. So again, in the interest of time, I have already created a cover photo. It's right here. I'm just going to go ahead and upload that. Now, if you don't know how to do a cover photo like what I've created here, I've got a tutorial that will show you how to do it. I'll put a link to it right here, and you can go watch that tutorial and see step by step how to create an image based, very similar to what you're seeing here. So for the most part, the core fundamentals of my page is built. I'm just going to go ahead and hit save. And I've got the shell of a page that is going to serve a purpose and be great for what I'm doing. Now, for whatever reason, it didn't take my profile picture, so we are just going to edit that. Perfect. Now, you'll notice right here it says create at username. Now, this is not something that, it's something that where you can just say search for me at blah, 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 and people can find your page that way. Truth be told, you're probably going to use this next to never, but if they come and they see create at username, doesn't make a great impression. So you can come and change that. You might want to just do like your name, RE, that says it's available. And so now I've got something besides just create, right? I've got these arrows pointing to the call to action button. You'll notice right here, the text says that you can go to my website and search for homes. So we want to configure that button. We want to make it so that it is learn more. And the website, you would just put in the URL of your website of where your homes are at. I'm just going to go ahead and plug in my website, even though I'm not selling homes on my website, but I've just got that plugged in. So you'll now notice that it says learn more, and when people click on that button, it'll just automatically redirect them to my website. So you could put some text up here similar to what you see, search for homes, or it could be, click for a free market analysis, or any number of other things. Okay, so that takes care of that. The other thing that you really want to look at is on your page, there's this section called About. So this is where people would go to learn more about you and find out more information. I highly recommend that you fill this out. So location, that's important if people are searching for you based on the area where you live. Let's say they're looking for a real estate agent in Los Angeles. You want to make sure that you've got this filled out so that your page pops up for real estate in Los Angeles. Hours, not real important. You're probably going to just not even worry about that. Business details, price range, again, for what you're doing, not real relevant. But this information definitely is critical. So website, you absolutely want to put your website in there. You'd be surprised how many real estate agents, when I go look at their Facebook page, that this is blank. That's a huge red flag. Think about it. If there was a business you were considering on Facebook, you were considering doing business with them, and you go to their Facebook page and you're looking at their About Us and all this information is blank, right? That's a red flag that's going off on your head. That's why it's not just how to create a Facebook page, it's how to optimize it and make sure that when people come, they're going to be impressed with what they see, and it's not going to scare them away. So we would enter the website, right? So go ahead, you just go ahead and put that in. Oops. Perfect, right? So now that's in there. You would go ahead and plug in your phone. Oops. All right. And then you could put in your country code here. So now that's there. Oops, it didn't save. So I get to do it again. There we go. There, you'll notice when you hit tab, it'll say your changes have been saved. So now that's on my page. If you want to enter an email, you can. I do recommend it. Again, you want to make it as easy for people to contact you as possible. And so now you've got your contact info in there. Now here, this is the description that showed up earlier, but I wanted to cover it now as we're on the About Us section. So a lot of times this description is empty, and again, it just doesn't make a very good impression. So I recommend putting what I call a market domination statement in here. A market domination statement talks about who it is you work with, the problem they face, and then how you solve it. Who you work with, what their problem is, and how you solve it. So spend a little time thinking about it. I'll just give you an example. I work with first-time home buyers who don't have the money for the down payment. I show them 3 ways to overcome that so they can buy a home and stop wasting money on rent. Right? Something like that. That's going to make a very good impression, and it lets people know what you're all about rather than just saying, I sell real estate. Again, we want to impress people. We want to get rid of red flags, and this kind of an introduction will impress people rather than just saying, I help people buy and sell houses, right? The more specific you can be, the better it is. There's also a section here where you can add additional information if you really want. And then the rest of this is not super important. Here where it has edit other accounts, this is where you can put in your other social media platforms. So if you want to do that, feel free to do that. But if you've followed those steps, now your About Us section is done. There's 2 other things that I highly recommend for optimizing your page. We already got your call to action button done so that it's optimized where people can, instantly connect with you. But the other thing that I like to do is I like to create a post and use it as an introduction. So this is where I would either add a video or just a still photo. So I'll just use this one because I have it. And then this is where you would introduce yourself. So you're talking about who you work with and the areas and why people should like your page. But the nice thing about doing this is when you create this introduction, right, and you post it to your page, the posts on a business page are going to show chronologically. So the most recent post will be at the top and then the next one and so on and so forth. So what you can do is you can come in here and pin this to the top of the page so that when people come to your business page, I'm just going to refresh my screen. When people come to your page, regardless of when you posted that, see, it's the first one that people are going to see. And so it becomes a very nice introduction that when they come to your page to check you out, they see that, right? Think about your competition. They're likely not going to be doing anything remotely close to that. And so it's just an easy way, again, to separate yourself from the crowd and show that you are the go-to real estate professional. The last thing that I highly recommend doing as part of getting your page set up and just optimizing it is there is this section. Where did it go? Here we go. There's this section about inviting friends to like your page. Now, since I'm a big believer in running Facebook ads, we run Facebook ads so that we're showing our content to people far beyond those who have liked the page. We're able to target the people that we want to target. So most of the videos you're going to see here on my channel, that's what they're about, is about running Facebook ads and how to target people in different types of marketing for different purposes. But again, right now we're working on building the page and optimizing it. The last thing you want to do to optimize it is make sure that some people like your page, because as of right now, we have 0 people who like the page, right? And that is not very impressive. So this is where you can click on see all your friends. You can invite certain ones to do it. You can do all of them. It's totally up to you. But you just want to invite some people to like your page, so it's just a credibility thing, right? If you have 0 followers, it's a bad impression. People are wondering if you're fake, if you're a scam, if nobody likes you. And I don't care which one of those it is. Frankly, none of them are good if you want to impress somebody. So it doesn't matter how many people like your page, it just can't be 0. So send it to your friends, send it to your family, send it to coworkers. If you really need a like, send it to me. I'm happy to give you one. But just make sure that the number isn't 0 so that people are going to be impressed with what they see. So by the time we've got this all set up, this is where we're going to put your brokerage logo for compliance. It doesn't have to be here or in the page title. As long as it's very visible on the page, that fulfills the requirements for pretty much all the states that I'm aware of. If you have some different requirement in your state, then great, just go ahead and make sure that it's compliant. but that's why we put the brokerage logo here, is for that compliance purpose. But if you've got a great cover photo drawing attention to the call to action button, you've got yourself here, you've got your about section filled up, you've got a great introduction here, and you've got some people who have liked your page, you've got the core components of having a Facebook page that is optimized, ready to generate leads, ready to start doing ads, and make a great impression. So those would be the steps that I would recommend in this year, 2021, to create a great Facebook business page for real estate agents. So if you found that helpful, give us a thumbs up. That split second of clicking the like button, that helps us tremendously, and we appreciate your support. Also, if you haven't considered subscribing to our channel, please do. Every week we're putting out brand new videos like this, case studies showing all kinds of marketing and tips and strategies that are working. So as you subscribe to our channel, click that little bell notification. You'll be notified every time we put out brand new content so that you can be on the cutting edge and help with your marketing and grow your business. I'll put up a couple of videos right here that you can watch right now just to continue to get more tips and more strategies to grow. Other than that, that's it. Make sure you make it a great week. Keep crushing it with your real estate business. If we can help, please let us know. We do offer services, and again, you'll find that information down in the description below. So with that, make it a great week. Keep crushing it, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.